Back in October, I had an intriguing idea. So many people were sending me tips that they were hacked and subsequently banned for botting. So they recovered their account and realized it was turned into some crazy bot. So I had the brilliant idea to try to get myself hacked, to see if the account gets turned into a bot, what I could learn about this operation, and especially if we could glean any useful information about these bot scripts. So I chose a super old account of mine, a 1 attack, 78 strength, 60 defense obby mall tank that hadn't been used in 4 years. I left 50k on it, changed the username and password, and then purposefully fell for the classic YouTube video giveaway phishing operation that links to a fake Runescape forum. You can see these things advertised by bots hopping through worlds at the GE basically every day. And a day later, the 50k on my account was gone. I had successfully been hacked. Now, I recorded every step of the process, but spoiler, I checked back all of November of last year and nothing had happened. No one logged into the account and it didn't move in game. So I literally forgot about this entire video idea and deleted all of those initial recordings. I just have the old editing file and notepad. So what you've been watching is a recreation of those events. But with Bounty Hunter released, I wanted to test some of my old PK builds. And last week, I tried to log into my obby tank. I got asked to put in my authenticator code, but I don't have an authenticator on this account. It took me a few minutes to remember, but I realized what I did with the account. And of course, I immediately looked it up on the high scores, but it wasn't there. That means it's probably banned. Okay, step 1, get rid of the authenticator, which was simple. Just confirm the registered email address and click disable. And just like I imagined, the account had been banned. Banned in the middle of January temporarily, and then 3 days later, a permanent ban. Looks like it was suicide botting or something then. Well, it's time to fess up and describe what happened to Jagex to try to get this thing unbanned. To be fair, I was hacked, and I didn't bot on the account, and I didn't get it banned. I did leave out that I was hacked on purpose. Alright, after nervously waiting, the day has come. Guess who got his account back? Let's log in. Last logged in 176 days ago. And we'll get into that right after this ad break. Watcher of Realms is a next-gen fantasy RPG. It's time to embark on an adventure and explore the mystical content of Tia, immersing yourself in a magical world with over 100 unique heroes. Prepare to be captivated by breathtaking visuals, a rich and diverse strategic gameplay experience, a unique hero collection and development system, and all the hack and slash carnage you can handle. Explore a variety of chapters, maps, and levels, delving into epic faction and hero lore. Each hero has a unique backstory waiting to be discovered. To save this chaotic land engulfed in madness, take on a role of a tactical commander with a plethora of resources at your disposal. You can build your camp, collect and manage heroes from diverse factions and races, unlock powerful faction lords, and challenge the evil ancient gods. Venture into dungeon levels where gruesome monsters await, gathering rare resources along the way. You can strengthen and improve your hero's attributes by collecting gear, artifacts, and legendary skill dust to gain the edge in battles. Join us for the game's exciting launch event featuring 2 top influencers in a team competition. Choose the team you support and participate in the competition for a chance to win incredible rewards such as iPhones and Switches. The event link can be found in the description. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to download Watcher of Realms and participate in competitions today. Thanks to Watcher of Realms for sponsoring this video. Let's switch over to LiveCom right as we log into the account 176 days later. We've got 4 mil in the inventory and just my range level up. What? And another 2 mil. I was a rev bot. No way. I got turned into a rev bot. That's why I went from like 60 to 83 ranged. That's the only major stat that changed. Let's check the GE. 550k worth of U-seeds, and if we look at the history, tons of Revenant loot sold, and at the bottom, some supplies purchased. So it was 100% a Revenant bot. It got banned pretty quickly though. I mean, 83 ranged. I should probably change the password, huh? Let's see how much loot I harvested from this entire ordeal. Draenor Manor Why would they teleport to Draenor Manor? Dude, I am confused right now. So in total, the account was recovered with 10 to 11 mil in total cash, supplies, and loot. The first step, of course, is to delete all of this stuff. I don't want to be making GP from this ridiculous experiment. Next step, let's check the collection log. We can see how many Revenant bots were killed. It looks like the bot got 5,764 Revenant kills. So if it killed Revenant Hobgoblins, that's an estimated like 85 mil worth of loot. So the good news is the botter probably got away with like 70 mil worth of loot, and factoring in the cost of probably buying this account from the hacker, as well as membership server, script costs, I'm guessing they lost money on this specific account. Looking back through the bank, one thing I am sure about, I didn't have reinforced goggles on this account, and looking through the quests, I definitely haven't done the Porcine of Interest quest. I've never done that quest before on any account. And it looks like the goggles in the quest are for killing sour hogs. I didn't put it all together until I looked up the Sour Hog Cave. It's right next to Draenor Manor. Hence, the Draenor Manor teleports. Either that's their training ground, or that's where Revenant bots mule. Not sure why it needed to train there. This account already had 60 ranged when I let it get hacked, which is plenty for the lower level Revenants. And I hopped through all the worlds at Sour Hogs and didn't find anyone. Maybe the script has been changed in the last 6 months, or maybe it really is a secret mule location, and I just have to be patient. Well, we learned something new about this specific script, so I'd say it was worth it. Of course, I highly recommend you do not try this yourself. The odds of successfully recovering your account and getting it unbanned are very low. This was just for educational and entertainment purposes. And somehow this entire segment is perfectly timed with the launch of Jagex accounts. A much needed upgrade. As I said, people get hacked all the time, and that really contributes to the botting problem. You can check this out on jagex.com, but basically there's incredible security upgrades for your account. You can switch your account over to this now. I would highly recommend you doing this even though you think you're secure. This update might stop a ton of high-level bots because they were hacked accounts originally, and of course protect you from being hacked. I just got some tips that there are bots in the cooking guild with 200 mil cooking XP on PvP worlds. I went to check it out and I only found one, and it wasn't cooking. It looked like it was trading Romilly Weaklax, who sells pies and stuff, potentially set up a shopping bot with to arbitrage the grand exchange prices. But for now it looks like the bot is just AFK there in the high risk PvP world, so it's Scald too. It could have a crazy GP stack on it, who knows? So I grab an old account of mine. It needs 32 cooking to access the cooking guild. If the bot was in inner door, it would need 99 cooking. I run to get its cooking level up as fast as possible, and like 15 minutes later, I get 32 cooking. And I don't even train magic on the account, it's one magic. So I just use a magic potion to bot up to be able to cast Water Strike. And on my main, I'm scouting the bot. It's still there, everything looks good. It's been a total of, I wanna say, about 20 minutes. Time to log in and kill this bot. Wait, why is he running? Are you joking? The timing. The actual timing. You're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. Was that a troll? How would he even know? He's been standing there for 30 minutes while I cook. Literally 30 minutes. I hadn't logged in yet. 2 seconds before I log in, he decides, oh, it's time to get back to cooking? I'm so upset. 30 minutes later, I check back to see if the bot ran out again, just in case. And look what I find, 4 more bots, and they're in each PvP world, including the high risk world, all with 200 mil cooking XP. The one bot that was outside it has 105 cooking, so it's an outlier. I don't know, maybe it was just AFK with an empty inventory, or maybe I would have had an insane payday if I was literally 3 seconds faster. What horribly bad luck. Someone sent me this tip-off with a video linked, which is all about packet manipulation and shows how a free-to-play bot can make 350k per hour. Check this out. So woad leaves can be purchased in a non-member's world from Wyson the Gardener in Fowler Garden for 10 GP each. Their GE price fluctuates between 40 and 70 GP, and the woad leaves are stackable, so no need to bank. But they take a long time to purchase. You have to click through a dialogue. But this clip shows how a bot uses packet manipulation to purchase them every single tick, resulting in 12,000 woad leaves purchased per hour, versus a human being able to purchase 1,000-ish woad leaves per hour. This results in one level 3 bot in free-to-play making 8.3 million GP in 24 hours, or basically a bond in 24 hours of free-to-play with no requirements, which is insane. It just goes to show some of those free-to-play bots I find and think, well, they're annoying, but they're only making 30k per hour, may actually be doing something much craftier to make 10 times that amount. Ideally, Jagex would be able to detect this pretty quickly and get these bots banned. Someone reached out and told me this story. They botted buckets of wax. In fact, they botted over 1 million buckets of wax, which have a buy limit on the GE of 15. And it's really only used for quests. Some people actually collect them because they're kind of hard to get, and there aren't that many people selling them on the market. So this person sold a collector the 1 million buckets of wax that they botted, and then the relationship soured. I don't know the details, but this person has been on a mission to tank the price of these buckets of wax to make sure the buyer can't really sell them. And by tank the price, I mean these buckets used to go for 500 to 1000 GP each on the Grand Exchange, and they're currently going for 1 GP each. All the way back to May 1st, in fact, they've been trading for between 1 to 50 GP and still are to this day. Absolute insanity that the market is being manipulated like this and for such a long period of time, going on 2.5 months now. A tip comes in that there's a level 107 in Full Void running back and forth from Death's Domain to the Edgeville Bank. The tip says maybe there's a dupe relating to Death's Domain. See, I only investigated the tip 12 hours after I got it, and the account is still running back and forth in World 307. It's in Full Void, Dragon Defender, Fury, Whip, and it has 1600 total level and a wide variety of stats. The only boss KC it has really is that it's killed a couple hundred Dagannoth bosses. The more likely option than a dupe is that it's a broken bot running back and forth because the script is somehow bugged. But my curiosity was sparked because if it is a broken bot, I can't figure out what it's botting. I don't remember seeing bots with this specific kind of gear in game. The kill count doesn't really give any clues, and the stats are random, so if it is a bot, it's a hacked account. So I messaged the anti-cheating team, and in the meantime, around the 14-hour mark, the account finally logged out, or was fixed and left the area. And then Jagex got back to me. Luckily, it was not a dupe or bug. It is a broken bot, and the account was botting demonic gorillas. Mystery solved.